Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how I hill my potato plants for the second time. This is me trying to figure out the effing camera. Okay, so on May 14th I planted my potato seeds. They did very well. On May 23rd I installed a soaker hose system for watering, and I have a video to that, so I'll put that somewhere here and I'll link it in the description too if you're interested in seeing how I set up an automatic timer soaker hose drip irrigation system to water not only my potatoes but the rest of my garden also. Then on June 1st, the potatoes were ready to be hilled for the first time. The majority of them were 6 to 8 inches tall, and so I showed you in that video, and I'll put that somewhere here too, and I'll link that into the description too, of how I hill my potatoes for the first time. So now we're at June 21, and it is really mosquito-y here today. We're actually having unseasonably hot weather where I am in the Northeast, and it's really buggy too here today. It's very weird weather for us for June. Usually doesn't get this mosquito-y until July. But it is today. It's pretty mosquito-y. So I'm going to show you how I hill my potatoes for the second time. So remember, the potato is planted, it seeds, and once it's 6 to 8 inches up, I hilled it. Show you that video somewhere else. And now they are getting taller again. Some of them are even higher than 8 inches right now. I probably should have hilled them maybe last week, but life happens and I wasn't able to hill them last week. So I'm going to show you how I do that right now. So these are my 5 potato rows here. In between each row, we have been walking. So the soil has been getting packed down because we check our plants once or twice a day for potato bugs. We did find about 2 dozen actually potato bugs this time. We've never had them before. And if you have potato bugs, all you want to do is like pick them off your leaf and then put them in a container. I just used a juice container full of soapy water. Okay, just pick them off. It's easiest to do that. And then check the underside of the leaves in case you see any like yellow clumps of eggs. Okay, so the soil between each row got kind of packed down with us walking on it. So I asked my son last night if he could just churn up some of the soil in between these rows. I'm going to hill these guys first to make it easier for me to hill. So the first thing you want to do is make sure the soil is workable for you and churn it up a bit. Okay, so that's first. Then, just like I showed you in the first video, I like to mix the soil that I have with some cow manure and compost. So I put some in a bucket here and I'm going to sprinkle it around the base of each potato plant. Now, if my son was out here helping me, I might have him lift that 40-pound bag and just kind of, sprinkle it all the way along, but I'm here doing it myself, so I'm going to just do it 1 bucket at a time. So I have just a bucket of compost and manure mix, and I'm going to put it on each potato plant just to add into the soil that I have. Okay, so now that each one of my potato plants has some compost and manure sprinkled around the base of them, I'm going to check my leaves of each potato plant just to make sure I don't have any potato bugs. Like I said, we keep checking. We haven't seen any in a while. We did have I think it was about 2 dozen maybe or so of them. I forget, I'd have to ask my kids. They're the ones that really help me pick them off. And if I do find any, I'll show you. I should say what I'm checking for is I'm looking for the little bugs themselves. So they're just kind of little beetle looking things. They have like little white and black stripes in their back and they have a little reddish on them. And I'm also checking the leaves under the leaves for any eggs. And these usually, I looked it up, I Googled it. They're usually like a yellowish, gooey egg. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at each plant under the leaves to make sure there aren't any potato beetles before I cover them up. Okay, so I found a leaf that had eggs. Let me show you. I'm gonna try to turn it so that you can see. I just took the whole leaf off. Try to make it focused so you can see. Do you see that little yellow? I'm gonna try to focus it. I don't know if it will. Maybe my big face in the way is like, I don't know if you can get a really good view of that. I'll try to take a still photo of it when I'm done with the video part and put a still photo in here of it. But what I will do after I take the still photo and when I'm done recording and everything is I'll just put it in this, I have a soapy, just a juice container. It's just filled with dish soap and water, and I'll just drop right in there. And that's where you can't really see, you can see the other bugs that we have found. Okay, so now that I have searched for my potato beetles, I found 2 leaves that have eggs. I've got the compost manure around the base of each plant. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my hoe and I'm going to hill up the dirt around each plant. So you can see in this first plant here, I'm having a bit of a difficult time getting enough dirt up on from the side. So I'm just gonna go take my bucket and get some soil from the end of the garden to kind of help mound and hill up that last end potato. So if I had my son out here with me, I would ask him just to take the big shovel and shovel some dirt over for me. But I don't have him out here and I have a shoulder injury, so I'm just gonna do it with my trowel. I do have to be careful on this side of my potatoes because that's where my soaker hose system is. So I can't really like smash my hoe down hard enough. But I'm gonna continue just getting as much dirt as I can hilled around these potatoes. Okay, I'll bring you over here so you can see what they look like closer up. Okay, so you can see here how the potatoes are hilled up and how the hill goes right up to the top of the potato plant. This end one, I know I have to hill some more, but I'm gonna need my son to help me create more of a hill on this side of the plant. But eventually my goal is to have them all look like this guy. So you can see from afar how much work I have to do. So thanks for watching my second hilling of my potatoes. Again, I'll put a link in the description and somewhere here of the video where I set up my soaker hose water irrigation system that's on automatic timers, and also how I hilled the potatoes for the first time. And yeah, so I appreciate you watching. I am a new channel, so I appreciate a like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments section, or if you have any comments, like if there's a way that you do it a little bit differently, I'd love to hear about it, because this is only the 3rd year I've done potatoes, and I've done pretty well so far. I've gotten pretty good yields of potatoes. So, but I'm always interested in taking new tips and learning new ways to do things, especially for my garden. So take care. Have a good day.